Friends, welcome to today's football predictions on Betcraft. Okay, today is another very beautiful Monday morning, and once again we've come with our football predictions for today. Right, as we know, a lot of games going on across the globe, but among these many games, we're able to select a few of them that we look into as usual. Bringing it forward for you. Okay. All right. So we'll be looking at these matches one after the other. But first, we'll make a recap of yesterday's predictions. We had, three games out of the five games we predicted yesterday, which came out successful just the way we predicted them. But two, didn't live up to expectation. But we will not dwell continuously dwell on that. But we'll find a way to. Further ahead, hoping to achieve better results today. All right, today we'll be starting with the very first match, and I want to ask those of us who are coming up across channel for the first time that are yet to subscribe to kindly take our time to hit the subscribe button down there so you don't miss out on our games that will always come up on this very channel on a daily basis. All right. That being said, let's head to the business of today, and we're starting with the first match, which is in Portuguese League, where we'll have AVS facing FC Porto. Okay, looking at recent games for both sides, we see that AVS have achieved 2 victories, 2 losses, as well as 2 draws in the last 6 matches that they had. The home side and Porto, their away side, actually have won 4 games in the last 6 matches. They've had 1 loss as well as 1 draw. All right, when you look at how these two teams fared from home and away perspective, you can see that from home, the home side AVS have actually managed 7 victories in the last 10 home matches that they had. And they've also had 3 draws. They've not lost a single match in the last 10 home matches that they had. But away side, FC Porto, on the other hand, have managed 8 victories from away and have lost only 2 games in the last 10 away games. Okay, all right. But AVS is a team that all the 10 opponents that they had in previous 10 matches that they played from home, none of them have been very formidable opponents. Okay, and this is a team that is also coming from the second division of Portugal, so they're doing very well, but they cannot be compared with the quality that Porto side is having at the moment. So in this very encounter, we definitely expect Porto to rise to the occasion and win outrightly in this one. It is a will win outrightly. That's our value for that very encounter. All right, that takes us to the next, and today, and it will have again today in Turkey we'll have Galatasaray facing Besiktas, a very high profile match in Turkey, and as usual, we take a look at Galatasaray, the home side. They've actually won 4 matches in the last 6 games, but they've also had 2 draws as well. And the away side, the Besiktas have managed to achieve 3 victories, 1 draw, as well as 2 losses in the last 6 matches that they had. When you look at how these two teams fared from home and away perspective, you could see that for the home side, Galatasaray, the last 10 home games have actually had 7 victories, but have lost 2 and they had 1 draw as well. And the away side, on the other hand, Besiktas have managed to achieve 5 victories in the last 10 away games. They've also had 3 draws as well as 2 losses in the last 10 away games. All right. And when you look closely at Galatasaray, you see that their last home game they had, they saw them playing out a 4-2 victory against Elfsborg. And all right, the last time they met on head-to-head perspective, you could see that Besiktas won on that occasion. It was a 5-0 victory against Galatasaray, and in this very one, Galatasaray will looking to achieve a result. And also noting that Galatasaray have been scoring lots of goals with the recent addition they had, and they also concede as well. So in this very encounter, we definitely expect to see goals on both angles, and we expect to see a minimum of 3 goals appearing in this very one. So an over 2.5, that's what value for that very game. On also in Turkey will have Istanbul Basaksehir, who will be up against Antalyaspor. And Istanbul Basaksehir, the home side, have managed just a single victory in the last 6 matches. They've lost 4 matches as well as 1 draw. And the away side, on the other hand, Antalyaspor have managed 2 wins, 2 draws, as well as 2 losses in the last 6 recent games. And when you look at how these two teams are fared from home and away perspective, the home side, Basaksehir, have managed to achieve 7 victories in the last 10 home matches. They've lost 2 games and they had 1 draw. The last home match they had against KSPO was a draw. Okay, and also the away side have won 4 games in the last 10 away games. They've also had 3 draws and they've had 3 losses as well. The last 2 away games that they had was against Besiktas and Antalyaspor. They lost both matches by 2-1. All right, on each occasion. So in this very encounter, we do expect the home side, who in the last head-to-head have also defeated this very side last year July by 3-1, playing from home as well. And in this very one, we'll expect to see the home side either to win or draw. That's a verdict for the very game. Who win or draw That's what we expect. Okay, that takes us to the next. It is in Sweden where we have Malmo who will be facing Göteborg. Okay, Malmo who has achieved 2 victories in the last 6 matches. Have also had 2 draws as well as 2 losses in the last 6 recent encounters. All right, when you look at the away side, Göteborg have had 2 victories, 1 loss, as well as 3 draws in the last, 6 recent games that they had so far. When you look at how these two teams are fared from home and away perspective, you could see that playing from home, Malmo FC, the home side, have actually managed to achieve 4 victories in the last 10 home games that they had. They've had 2 draws, okay, and as well as 4 losses in the last 10 home games that they had so far. And we said Göteborg have managed 3 wins, 3 draws, as well as 4 losses in the last 10 away games. Okay, the last time they met on head-to-head perspective, we saw Malmo defeating this very side. That was in May of this very year, beating the side from away by 3 goals to 0. That was the result and the last time they met. And looking at all this, we expect to see Malmo, the home side, to achieve a result against this very Göteborg side. It is the home side to win outrightly. That's what about for that very game. All right, that takes us to the next, which also happened to be the last for today. It is in Norway, where we have Bodo Glimt who will be up against Rosenberg. Okay, Bodo Glimt in the last 6 we had just 3 victories in the last 6 games. They've also had 2 draws as well as 1 loss. And the away side, Rosenberg have managed to achieve 3 victories as well, 2 draws, and also 1 loss. In the last 6 matches that they had so far. Looking at Bodo Glimt, the home side, in the last 10 home games that they had have resulted to all victory for Bodo Glimt in all the 10 games that they played so far from home. It has always been Bodo Glimt who have won all the matches that they played out from home. Okay, and Rosenborg on the other hand have actually won 2 games, and they've had 3 draws from away, but have lost 5 matches in the last 10 away games that they had so far. And the last time they met, it was Bodo Glimt who won from away on that occasion. That was in April this year. Bodo Glimt won this very tie by 3 goals to 1. Against Rosenborg. Okay, and in this very one, we definitely expect the home side, Bodo Glimt, to repeat a good result against this very side, and it is the home side to win outrightly. That's what our verdict, and that's what we expect in that very encounter. So that brings our predictions for you today on Betcraft to a conclusion. I wish you the very best of luck, and I hope your ticket goes green. Remember to play responsibly. These are football games. Sometimes you may not get the results that you expected. That being said, tomorrow is another day, and we'll be coming up on this channel with our predictions as usual. But until then, keep winning.